Okay everyone, we have a first look press release for tonight's episode, and it looks like Ben and Toni are going to hit the rocks sooner than we thought. Let's have a look at it together and some of the photos that have been issued and see what we think. Here we go. The Islanders are still reeling about Shakira choosing Harry and Sophie being sent home. A timely reminder that time on the island of love can be cut short. Chatting in a small group, Toni says, "Boys, it's your turn. Just saying, I don't think you're going to be safe." Ben replies, "Are you saying me in particular?" Toni adds, "No, it's about the boys. Not everything is about you," which leads to Ben walking off. Leaving the Islanders surprised at his reaction, Meg later tells him, "That was a bit much. I don't get what she said that was really offensive." Ben replies, "She said not everything is about you. I just got the ick." Ben also tells Shakira he's got the ick with Toni. Shakira lets Toni know about this and suggests she pulls him for a chat. Toni does exactly that and asks Ben, "I've heard from people you said I'm giving you the ick." Looks like things for the newly formed couple are over before they ever really begun. And as Toni's head turns to Dijon when she pulls him for a chat the next day, how will Meg react? The next morning, Ben pulls Shakira for a chat in the no invite needed hideaway, wanting to let her know what he's thinking. Shakira is surprised, saying, "I thought you weren't interested in me. Where's this switch up come from?" He admits, "I was a little bit smug. You know I like you." But Shakira is unsure, saying there's attraction, but I feel like you need training. Has Ben done enough? As he's not the only one with his eye on Shakira, with Blue later pulling her for a chat. Blue asks Shakira, "You were surprised I stood up?" Shakira replies, "I was flabbergasted." And Blue adds, "You've got a personality and you're sexy." Everyone's got a personality, Blue. Meanwhile, Helena and Harry head to the hideaway. We knew this, for a chat. Making jokes about what the hideaway has to offer, Helena tells him the rules of the private area, saying at night time you can sleep in the bed with someone you're not in a couple with. Harry laughs, so there might be a bit of corridor creeping tonight. Harry and Shakira later debrief about their chats, and she asks him, "Is Helena getting her graft on? Is she putting it on you?" Harry says, "Yeah, she is. We flirt. I think you know, and that's okay." Alright, so it looks like we have a bit of a Ben-focused episode, which is fine. I thought Ben was pretty rude last night, saying to Toni that Shakira needed humbling. I wondered where on earth that had come from. And it was a kind of, I thought, a mean thing to say. I mean, obviously he's known Shakira longer than we have. They spend far more time with each other than the hour we see every night. But I just thought it was a bit mean. So, but Ben is also, I don't think, he's kind of, I think he's got a very high opinion of himself. So if him clashing with Toni and some of the other girls maybe ironically humbles him, it could be for the better. Harry and Helena going to the hideaway we knew about, but of course it looks like Shakira finds out about it, and I don't think she's that bothered. And it looks like Toni's going to move on to Dijon. I didn't see that coming, and of course that will upset Meg. It's clear that Dijon and Meg do have a connection, but whether that connection is one that is beyond friendship is not quite clear yet. Because they seem to like each other, and I think Dijon's being very nice to her. I don't want to sound arrogant when I say that, but I do think that maybe they like each other on a friendship level, not sure about romantic level yet. So Dijon could be vulnerable if he thinks Toni is someone he would actually like to be in a relationship with. Were you expecting this? Is this a twist? Is it a turn? Not really. And aren't the bombshells coming in tonight? I mean, Toni saying at the beginning there, "Oh, don't get too comfortable, boys," suggests that maybe she knows or has an inkling that the bombshells are on their way. And of course, I think, why did I even say that? I'm pretty sure they are coming tonight, because why else would they bothered telling us about it? It would have made no sense. So the bombshells are coming tonight, and no doubt they'll shake and bomb things up a bit. Apologies, everyone. I thought my video was over, but then I realised at the end, I thought, hang on a sec. The bombshells are coming in, and there is going to be a game. We saw it in the trailer last night. So what I found out is I only had part 1 of the actual press release. Here's part 2, and it deals with the bombshells a bit more. So apologies about that, everyone. The next evening, whilst getting ready, Helena gets the first text of the series, which reads, "Girls, get ready because Shia and Remel are waiting for you at the fire pit. Hashtag let the games begin. Hashtag she's got options." They excitedly let the boys know and head out to meet the 2 new bombshells, Shia and Remel, at the fire pit, as the boys watch on and judge their competition from the terrace. The girls fill them in on their current couples, and Toni asks them, "So, what's your plan coming in here?" Remel teases, I'm not going to say too much about myself because I've got to ease in where I'm at. ALIMA jokes we'll see, while Harry notices Remel taking a liking to ALIMA, saying he's on ALIMA. Okay. They invite the boys down to meet the new bombshells, and it's time for the first game, Dares in a Box. Amongst the various dares, ALIMA snogs the islander she would couple up with if there was a recoupling, and she goes to Remel. Ben is dared to snog the islander he fancies the most, and he kisses Shakira as Harry watches on. Elsewhere, Megan is dared to fake an orgasm in front of the islander she fancies, while Shia has to seductively suck the finger of the islander he'd use handcuffs with. Connor has to kiss every islander of the opposite sex, with the girls later commenting on his good kissing skills. Every islander! The dares continue as Harry gives Helena a lap dance, and Remel shocks the islanders when he's asked to reveal a secret about himself, which doesn't seem to land well with ALIMA. With dares seemingly causing quite a stir amongst the couples, not all is as it seems, as an unexpected duo heads into the hideaway later that evening. Okay, so maybe clearly I should have read that one first, because the duo going to the hideaway was Harry and Helena, and we know about that already. So yeah, the games look interesting. They look a bit gross, or sound a bit gross and stuff, but, you know, that's Love Island, I suppose. And the dares games always reveal stuff and get the drama moving. So it looks interesting. Okay, I wonder what he says that offends ALIMA so much. I'm curious about that. Okay, everyone, so you've got your fill. Comments below, see what you think. And I look forward to watching Connor kiss every single girl. How long is that going to take? I mean, that's quite a long dare. Every single girl, that's a lot. Gosh. I bet he'll need Lipsil after that, eh? Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.